Hello survivors, welcome to another Temtem Swarm video. In today's video we are going to be playing on our little green turtle crystal over here, and we're going to be turning them into a Godzilla of note. Now I actually discovered something really important in the game, and that is that every single one of the Tem have weaknesses and resistances. Now because we're playing with the crystal Temtem, we are going to be playing on Denise, which is the water level. As you can see, when we hit something, the damage number is going to be a specific color. So when the damage number is blue, that means that it is dealing normal damage. So it isn't better and it isn't worse than what we currently have. So that is pretty cool. Just in case you were ever wondering, you know, there you go. You saw a yellow number. I think the yellow number is actually a crit. And then we've also got the green number, which is an effective attack, so it means that we're dealing 30% increased damage to that Temtem, because the water Temtem are actually weak to toxic, which is what Noxious Bomb is. So as you can see, we deal blue damage with our crystal attacks, and then we're doing green damage with our toxic attack, which is a super effective, if you want to call it that, attack to these types of enemies. So that's why we're playing on this level, because it is a water level. And then this is going to be very important for future videos, because we take advantage of this with other characters when we are doing our farming strategy. So do keep that in mind. There will be a farming guide coming out very soon, obviously either tomorrow or just in the near future. Keep an eye on the channel for that. So yeah. Now, crystal's pretty interesting. I believe there is a bug with the ultimate, so you can't finish the kudo, which is telling you to get so much damage done with the actual kudo. It seems to be broken right now. The developers are looking at patching it. I don't know when, but they are going to be patching it, and that's going to be pretty helpful for us. So unfortunately, we can't get the kudo for the damage done by the ultimate because it is bugged. Oh man, but I do love this this character. Also, once in the very beginning, unless you level up glass bead, it does feel very bad. So because it's a single attack, but once you level it up and you get more projectiles, it feels so much better. Alright, summoning circle. That is a beautiful objective to get in the beginning, because that's going to give us a lot of levels. Also, the summoning one looks over here to be quite a lot of enemies. So that's beautiful. There we go. We're going to get about 2 levels from that. Increase the area as well as the damage. We're going to now evolve ourselves into Sherald. So that's why in the one video we said, oh, what's the difference? Why are they letting us know, you know, he's crystal to crystal? And then when they evolved again, like I think we did on Platypet or on Smarzy, sorry, when it told us that he went from crystal, not crystal, he went from melee to melee and something else. Why did it tell us that? Anyway, we are, oh man, I took lunchbox now, but I really wanted the mineral hail as well. I'm actually going to get rid, oh, glass bead does so much damage. I'm going to get rid of crystal spark. I really want mineral hail. It is such a cool skill. So now we're raining damage all over. And then getting ourselves the quartz shield just makes us so tanky. It's beautiful. So we are turning ourselves into a miniature Godzilla right now, and it's going to be fantastic. So let's see what we can get going. Alright, so lunchbox is fine. We'll grab the glass bead over there. The only thing is glass bead, when you synergize with it, it loses all the projectile count. And it does something weird, like the whole interaction of the skill just becomes really weird, and I don't personally like it myself, but you know, you don't always have to synergize or evolve a skill, so that works that way as well. We can't choose anything there, so there is stim pack, perfect, so we can evolve the Noxious Blast or whatever it was called, Noxious Bomb. And now we're just chilling. Just going to go do random objectives along the map. Pan-Sun Forest, Feast, we're not going to land up doing that one. What we're going to do is, everyone said the same thing that I had thought of as well, is we're literally just going to run out of the circle now and we don't have to worry about the objective. It ends quickly anyway, since it's in the beginning of the round. There are times where they're going to land up being a lot quicker. I mean, in the beginning of the round, the objectives are a lot quicker, so the time for them is a lot better, like that Pansun Feast. But if you get it as like your last objective, it's going to be available for like 30 seconds, which feels like an eternity when you are trying to do other things. We don't need to raise our maximum HP right now. We're just going to keep going with the stim pack, which is fire rate, which is really good for the actual skills like the noxious bomb and the mineral hail, since they shoot projectiles down on random targets. Getting them to fire more frequently is going to be really good. Also, getting ourselves cooldown reduction on our skills would be very good as well for these particular skills. So we'll see if we can find that as a passive, as synergies don't really matter that much with them. I mean, they do, it makes them big AoEs, so they hit multiple targets. However, if we're looking to get like the most bang for our buck, we're going to be looking for those other ones. So it reduces the cooldown by 0.25 seconds. That's beautiful. We get the magnet over there, which gave us quite a decent amount of XP. We could grab hollow core, but it doesn't really help us with anything over here. So we're just going to level up our glass bead, which now has 3 projectiles. So we hit left, right, and above us. Actually bottom as well, maybe. Stim pack upgrade. We want to kill all these birds because we can. It's just extra XP for free. There is a level in Tukma where you get a whole lot of elites that do this, and if you kill them, you get a whack ton of gold from it. So you do want to try and catch them and to kill them that way. So this Tem that we're busy fighting is actually a wind Tem. I don't see the damage numbers are not green or red, so we're not ineffective to them, but we're not effective. So what happens is you're going to get green numbers if you're doing more damage to them, and you get red numbers if you're doing less damage to them. Now, according to some of the members on the Discord, it is a 30% increase or a 30% decrease to damage. So again, just to reiterate, blue means that it's normal damage. Green means that you're doing 30% more damage. And if you see a red number, that means you're doing 30% less damage with skill against those Tem. And this brings us to something which is called the SAR Park, which we all know about, which is, actually, let's just read over this. The SAR Park is the new area that was released with the early access, and it changes which Temtem spawn in it every single day. So maybe one day Sherald will be amazing when you're playing in the SAR Park, but maybe one day Platypet will be amazing instead because water will be more effective. Maybe it will be Fire Tem that you're up against and you need water. So Howchick or Platypet will be the best thing. But anyway, Noxious Bomb over here, it's a large ball of slime that hurts all enemies it hits. So it literally just stays the same skill, but it becomes more AoE. So it hits multiple enemies instead of 1 or maybe 2 if they were close together. So that's pretty cool. I do believe it will work with the gear that increases area of effect. If you wanted to hit more enemies, then you can grab that gear. So I mean, if you're looking for specific skills or to empower a single skill, there are definitely ways to do it, and specific gear to get along with the gear to evolve it, which would be Stim Pack in this case, which is actually perfect because it's fire rate. So if you wanted something like go fire rate, cooldown reduction, as well as area of effect, you're probably going to be in a really good spot for the Mineral Hell and the Noxious Bomb as skills. So no, it's a pretty good option over there for that. Use our ultimate. The ultimate does heal you, so he does become even tankier, which is really, really good. And now we're just going over here to the next objective, see what we can get going over here. Summoning Circle would be very good. Control would be very, very good. Everything else is okay. Control zones are good because they give you chests. But the nest is very nice because it gives you either the Pansun or the XP magnets, or invulnerability and food. The control zone always gives you a chest, which is very, very nice. And the summoning circle is always a whack ton of XP. So Very, very nice when you know what each of the events can give you. Pansuns is obviously Pansuns, so we're not too worried about those ones. But if you land up getting it, you'll end up getting it. When you are farming Pansuns, getting control zones are much better than the feast. The only time the Pansun feast is really good is as a last objective when it lasts for a really long time and you have your increased Pansun effect, increased Pansun gathering or whatever it is, that gear that gives you increased Pansun. If you don't have that, the Pansun feast is just a waste of your time and a waste of XP, which could then be used to get other things from it. So, you know, you got to keep that in mind. You'd also think, oh, if you land up leveling your character to max level, it would be good, but you only get 5 Pansuns per level up, and it does become quite difficult to get those level ups. So it's actually better to just go Pansuns. You can go XP to level yourself up quickly to deal more damage, that's fine. A gathering range is really good, and other things like that. But this is all for farming. Again, like I mentioned, we are going to get into a video like that. In the meantime now, we're just trying to get our Godzilla up and running. He should be able to actually evolve next level. And that's when we turn into our beautiful, powerful Godzilla. And you can see even when we land up getting hit, we are pretty much immortal. It would be very fun to try and get as much armor on the character as possible in another run as well. Just, you know, for fun. Because we got the quartz shield, which increases the amount of armor we get. It protects us, it increases our armor. And also, what does it do? It just increases armor and protects us from hits when we get damaged. So as you can see now, he becomes crystal and toxic, which means that now we are going to land up. We'll see if glass bead still does more damage or not, if it's still blue. But you'll always notice that it's green damage when you are hitting the enemy with our noxious bomb. So do take note, the damage is green with some of the noxious bomb attacks. I wish we could see it, especially when the enemy is water typing. So like these guys over here are water. Not all of them are though. It's a summoning circle. I will happily take that. And then we're going to wait for them to spawn and then we use our ultimate. And just look how tanky we are. It's so good. Alright, mineral hail, mineral hail can get used up there. Quartz shield gets 1 more level. We still need, what, 2 more levels in quartz shield and then we can evolve it. That's fine. We are pretty much invincible. Okay, we're just going to the next objective. Hopefully it's not a feast. Nope, it's a control zone. That's very good. We're going to grab the stim pack. And we can pretty much, I'm sure we could tank anything this boss has for us. I mean, look at this. We're literally standing still and we took a little bit of damage over there. We're on a control point as well, so it's not like we can move very far. But just as a good example of how much damage this character can take, we can literally stand on the boss and tank them without it even being an issue. And that is just beautiful when you are doing these things. And we do get a double chest over there, one from the control post and then one from the mini boss, which gave us our max level to our quartz shield, which means now our next level we are going to evolve the skill, not the character. That would be pretty cool though if we could evolve another time. But there's quartz shield, protects Temtem from its hit, increases its armor and regeneration for a few seconds. So now we're also going to regenerate whenever we hit. So that's actually really, really good. I don't think we have any life regen on this build or in our skill tree, but we don't really need it anyway. There is life that we can go and grab. But otherwise we are in a very good spot. All of our skills are max except for our max life. Wait, did I accidentally pick up the... I picked up the peach without even realizing it. That's pretty funny. Okay, we could go Daredevil's Cloak, but we're not going to. We're going to increase our max life, just because that's already there as an option. And which enemies are exploding? Oh, it's the Calabas, those octopus. And if you've noticed, you'll see there are these blue XP orbs now dropping. They are worth more XP than the green ones. So you do want to focus on picking those up if you see them on the floor, which we will do. And we get another increase. We could go full toxic if we wanted to on this character, but I think that's more fun on Platypet. So, you know, that could be something in the future that we see. Give me a chest. Actually, I don't want a chest right now. A chest right now would be bad for us, and the reason for that is because we don't have anything to take advantage of that chest with. All it's going to give us is random hand suns. So we're going to get our... Ooh, increase the attack area. Yes, we will grab that. The one thing I do want to just check, if I hover over it, it doesn't actually show you anything, no. So there's no way to check. I should have checked how or if it affected it when I hovered over it in the level up option. So next time we level up, we'll double check that. We will get the opportunity to, because I'm sure it'll show up again. But that will allow us to see whether or not that's going to affect our character and the mineral hail and the noxious bomb as well. Because if it does, that's going to be really, really good. Because then I was right. But we need to double check there if it works or not. So let's level up quickly. There we go. Does it? No, it only affects our... Ah, that's so unfortunate. Okay. We can't always win there. But at least we know that you can't use area of effect on those skills. I guess it makes sense that I want you to clear out the entire wave with one skill. Maybe. That would have been really cool though. I don't believe we have... See, that would have been really good, these two. So instead of the sonar, if you're looking to go like insanely OP, you get max life, armor, and HP recovery with the quartz shield, and then you literally an unkillable tank. Because I'm sure they stack on top of each other. Unfortunately, the game doesn't give you any base stats or anything like that while you're playing the game. So there's no real way to know how much armor you actually have or anything like that, which is unfortunate. Okay, let's kill this guy. Drops us a beautiful chest, which is good because I want to max out the sonar. And we get a nest now. Hopefully we can get the XP gain, so the XP magnet from this. And we actually got quite a decent amount of pan suns from this one as well, although we're not looking to get pan suns. Getting a couple of them is actually pretty good. That's quite an impressive amount for not even trying to get it. But 50% area of effect increase is actually madness. I think it works with the crystal spark, which is pretty good. So if you do want to use the area of effect, you can grab crystal spark as well, and it's going to work pretty well over there. I do see some green numbers whenever we're hitting things with Noxious Bomb. It's quite difficult to see it with so much going on around you. Decrease enemy speed by 10%. We'll grab it. We don't have anything else to really grab. They shall fear us and move slowly away. We've got one more objective over here as well. Let's go and find it. It's another control zone. I wonder if we can chill in here while we fight the boss. Like, how much damage is Oshiara gonna do to us, or can we just chill in here? I mean, that helps us as well if they're just going to run past us. So we get to chill here for 12 seconds while Oshiara pretends like they're doing something. If our... Yep, it definitely hits them. It should be effective, but it doesn't look like it's doing bonus damage to the character, which is unfortunate. We do max out the oozing scent, which I've never done before, so we're actually going to get a kudo for that, which is awesome. But this one's a bit of a slow one because there's too much spawning around us. So like the mineral hell, and that's not hitting them. So like now we can get a few pan suns. It's not really that great. It doesn't help us in any manner, shape or form. If our skills could hit Oshiara, that would be great. I don't think our ultimate hits bosses, unfortunately, because it does put the doom effect on them. So that's not going to help us much. There's no reason for us to stay in there and take extra damage. But you can see the Noxious Bomb does deal extra additional damage to Oshiara. It will do additional damage to Nestler as well. So if you're looking to deal a lot of damage to the second levels boss, grabbing yourself toxic skills will be very, very good. Like Toxic Ink will be much, much better. And because we're now in the early access, there is the evolution to Toxic Ink as well. We're nearly there. It's so nice when we're playing on a tanky character. We literally just chill here and absolutely nothing can be done to us. You can charge as many times as you want into us, but we will persevere. Godzilla versus the Oshiara Kaiju, and Godzilla won. Alright, so that took us a bit of time. It's not the end of the world though. We did manage to deal a whack ton of damage with both Noxious Bomb and Glass Bead. And we had a decent upgrades over there. But like I mentioned over here, Tortonut's Garden is bugged. It doesn't show you the damage. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe survivors. Until next time, cheers.